0163 447 0495
or 0788 307 7742. Our address is
AJN and Co Limited, Equitable House, 10 Woolwich New Road, London, SE18 6AB.
Visit www.ajnandco.co.uk. Now officially a Sunday Times Top 200 accounting company.
Introducing Ida's Shipping Services Limited, your premium partner in shipping solutions. Come to us for your excellent door-to-door air freight or sea freight to Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world at affordable rates.
From £3.65 per kilogram, you can get all your air freights to Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. And on your sea freight, from £40, you can get all your boxes to Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda. From £75, you can get all your drums from UK to Caribbean, Kingston.
Our streamlined processes ensures that your cargo arrives safely and on time every time. At Idas, we ship personal and commercial items, containers, cars, and parcels at affordable prices. We are also into airline ticketing and money transfers. We are located at 65 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, London, E79PB.
You can also call us on 0203 9760 697 or 079 4736 1067. Email us at idas.shipping@yahoo.com.
Idas, the best in town.
MPP, Party Papa the PPP, CPP na made every feeling. Say come boys Ethiopia, got boys tire shesha, Jamale wale ne salaga, Yepa depa yepi bolega. What a pop is cool, yeah, you fully Ghana. Or what's it for school, yeah, you feed Ghana. A kiss of what's your bumpire, my mana. A come of what's in your yanka, nama. So you're putting your petrol, yeah, Ghana. Policy for the yanka, one at Ghana. Doctor Sojini faces, yeah, the graphic hammer. Teacher Mutuni, Pemuka, no dama. Politicians in your Shessica dama. Yeah, me, one Ghana. I'm a
Offering you £3.65 per kilogram to Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda.
gonna make a move. A group baby up and come the yen it from only better not gonna. Yeah, gonna make a move. A group baby up and come the yen it from only better not gonna. We are the one your party. I'm going down. We are the one your way. Wow, that's what we used to get young to party. I'm going down. We used to get young your way. I'm if I want to see God, just you. If I want to see God, just you. If I want to see God, just you. Only better not gonna. Wanna see God, just you. The one I see God dance you. If I'm the one I see God dance you. Only better one I can. We are gonna make a move. A true baby I've been from the yen from only better one I can. We are gonna make a move. A true baby I've been from the yen from only better one I can. Yeah, me Ghanaian DC. Me pay MPP. Papa the PPP. CPP na made every feeling. Say come boys Ethiopia. Boys tire shit.
All right, feeling you deep and okay. Bringing the time is about 5 minutes past 9 o'clock and okay. Friday morning, social Friday. Sound Owuti and okay is from the indefatigable Daddy Lumba. You so rest in perfect peace once again. Only paid does it be acquired. And okay, here to admit it soon. We know we have a lot of sentiment and okay now. Actually, was segment in the brave. Now, person, watching. And the D-Day for the NPP flag bearership race. Now, it is going to be a tight race tomorrow as we are so canopy. Now, Opariansa and so to pastors. It says Opariansa to pastors, those who have been prophesying a lot of things beyond their remit. Now, looking at things, I say the former member of parliament for Suhum, Fred Opariansa, has warned pastors who have prophesied against former vice president Dr. Mambaumi ahead of the new Patriotic Party presidential primary scheduled for January 31st, 2026, to reconsider their actions. And according to him, the pastors who failed to retract what they describe as false prophecies after the primaries will be branded as fake. It was speaking to an Wound to Me Movement TV 29th yesterday, and he explained that the Bible warns of false prophets, prophets in the end time, and that adding that the outcome of the primaries will expose those whose prophecies are not from God. Now, the Bible had said that in the end time there will be false prophets, as we can experience. In the Saturday, we'll know those false prophets. Most of them have prophesied that different candidates will win. And if they are serving the same God, who is a truthful God, then only one person will win. And those pastors should be careful, those who are prophesying. Honorable Paransa, and so former Suhum MP, and so the other. Now, Enra, the special prosecutor, who is the said the independent special prosecutor. Now, he has made some revelations beneath issues beyond that in regards to corruption. Now, we have constantly and vehemently oppose certain decisions from the special prosecutor, especially when he has the powers to discharge his full duty without any fear of equivocation. Now, the special prosecutor has been very adamant for the past year since Kisia Jabeng succeeded Martin Amidu, who was the substantive and the predecessor of the special prosecutor's office when the NPP government came into power. It was part of the agenda to institute and establish an office that will be perambulating and, more importantly, serve as an independent office to prosecute every corrupt official. Notwithstanding, people who engage into corruption, unexplained wealth, where you get your source, unidentifiable sources to amass wealth, the Office of Special Prosecutor under Article 959 has the prerogative powers to investigate people dito, and then bring the people into book so that they could be punished by the full rigors of the law. But what do we see? The Special Prosecutor Office was like a fanciful tale. He was addressing press conferences upon press conferences. Now, Kisia Jabeng has opened up another Pandora box, trying to accuse people here, right, left, and center. Now, you all can say, the Special Prosecutor Kisia Jabeng has warned that persistent attempt to weaken or abolish the Office of the Special Prosecutor are undermining Ghana's fight against corruption and serving the interests of corrupt actors. This was contained in the Office of the Special Prosecutor's half-year report 2025, released on Thursday, yesterday, the 29th January 2026. Kisia Jabeng argued that the anti-corruption effort will be more effective without what he described as a constant and needless existential battles confronting his office. Now, the fight against corruption will be carried out much more effectively, and also warn if the OSP is spared the constant and needless existential battle. It serves no purpose to expose the office to daily barrages of acts and aimed at abolishing it and also extinguishing its powers and mandate. The reckoning that these existential challenges emanate not only from actors and their associates seeking to avoid accountability, but also from public officials, actors, including some members of parliament, make it all the more worrisome is noted. He also emphasized that such actions cannot be justified after being in the national interest, and nothing that weakening the OSPs ultimately strengthening the corruption by allowing impunity to thrive. These actions are not, and they can never be characterized as being in the national interest and as weakening the OSP and thereby weakening the fight against corruption. The special prosecutors propose the creation of a fully independent constitutional body which exclusively has the authority to investigate and also to prosecute corrupt-related offenses, which will either absorb or replace the OSP. Such an institution, he said, must be insulated from political control and operate independently of the Attorney Generals and Minister of Justice, and then be backed by the enhanced powers and adequate resources. If the nation sincerely desire meaningfully to fight corruption, then we should embrace and also implement recommendations by the Constitutional Review Committee of the creation of an independent institution firmly grounded and boarded up in the Constitution with exclusive authority to investigate and prosecute corruption-related matters or corruption-related offenses, to take over the merge with the OSP. It is an independent of political control that has the prosecutorial powers separate from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So this is the content and the veracity of the special prosecutor who is trying to make an allegation of people who were calling for the office to be abolished, that there's an incarceration and the modus operandi of killing the office that had been established to fight corruption. Now, we asked Kisi Ajabeng, he had several previously interviews when he was about to be given this particular office to manage and occupy. He said, so we now you were involved in any corrupt act. And I say, you'd want to be a minister, now unlawfully impregnating the public purse. It is going to be a canker. And I, Kisi Ajabeng, when such issues has been discovered and come into my domain, definitely you are not going to be spared. So no Ibusia Penning will wear his chow, bring appendages to come and apologize or tell us to stop investigating such people. So he can beat his chest and say, Kwame, enye mibusu ni kura, minti kura. What has changed? Kisi Ajabeng started his work. People have confidence. We build confidence in this young man because he was at the age of 43 years, who was a criminal lawyer and a lecturer. So by standard, he has the eligibility requirement to occupy such an office, a higher office, to kill and also make sure they can combat a situation of corruption. So we all, in fact, jointly support the image of Kisi Ajabeng. What has changed? Kisi Ajabeng started doing his work. Then, in one breath, all we hear is he has investigated something thoroughly. Some of the cases will be remitted to court for them to be charged. In the 9 years now, we have that confidence. He is doing his work gradually. The wheels of justice grind slowly. So when he is prosecuting people, you must have a relevance fact of evidence to attach your documents as a disclosure before you allege somebody who has been incriminated into such act. The person has a right of miranda. He can say, I am not corrupt. I have not stolen any public purse. So what Kisi Ajabeng need to do, the burden of proof lies on him to investigate the matter, to get the gravity of the issues and evidence, to propel and give through the procedures, not their court. It is like a parasite office. The office was created under the auspices of the Attorney General. So there could be a collabo between Kisi Ajabeng and the office of the Attorney General, who is the Minister of Justice. Kisi Ajabeng has a modus operandi. To me, he is a lawyer, and I can read from the jurisprudence ideas. Say, Kisi Ajabeng want to have the office as his bona fide. Say, you can't bona fide, I just say, he want to own the office like it is his property. That is what I see. Because the Constitution says, the Article 33 or Section 33 of the 959 Act of the Special Prosecutor created office. The office is embedded with the Attorney General. So how come Kisi Ajabeng went to court to get an interpretation of trying to just get himself out of the Attorney General's office? No, Nankasanyano office. How can you think this way? The office is there. You have the procedural and the prosecutorial powers to prosecute people who will be amassing wealth, unexplained wealth, who have impregnated public purse, both political divide. Any person, even when NDC minister or an MP has indulged into any such act or manners, you should be able to investigate the matter and then take it to court through the collaboration, because the Attorney General is a directly appointed officer by the President, who has the prerogative powers to appoint the Attorney General. So the Attorney General cannot prosecute his own. That is why the office was created purposely as an independent office, so that if anybody belongs to any political party, devoid of any political party, you must exercise your duty as a legible and credible institution that has been enacted under Section 33, Act 959 of the 1992 constitutional provisions. Kisi Ajabeng knows this. Why do you have to go to court and tell the court that you want to be an independent to be extracted from the office of the Attorney General? The court threw his case out because that is what is enshrined in the Constitution. The Constitution has some content that has purged you to be part of the institution, the very institution that you want to extract yourself from. Into what is Kezia Jabeng's idea and the modus operandi? Now, if you read the report, when people were calling for the office to be scrapped, he has accused members of parliament, people who were constantly asking for the office to be scrapped, because the office has been redundant. It is not proactive. So why do you still have to keep that office and pay money for you at the end of the month and your staff? We are wasting resources because we are not being active. So people are calling for the office to be scrapped. Now, President John Mahama came into the intervention and said that we should pull brakes. The office should remain, but they know what to do. That's what the president said. Kezia Jabeng wants the office to be in his bona fide because the jobs are there for you to discharge your duties. If you're able to verify and also quantify issues of illegalities, criminality, bonded issues that has been crippled, now you have investigated to unravel the mystery and bring out a report, take the person to court, or go through the collaboration with the Attorney General, and then take the matter to court. This is a simple methodology. Kezia Jabeng cannot do it, want to own the office. So now we've seen that Kezia Jabeng nicodemously went to court to get a clarity, to get an extension of extracting himself from the Attorney General's office. Today he's telling us that corruption is going to be the bone of contention because he cannot fight. The office was established to fight canker independently because you have been given a particular office as a prosecutor. You don't need to hold press conferences. You don't need to make allegations. You don't need to talk about things. The thing is that you have the bosom. Everything is embedded in your platform to exercise your discretion and your duty to prosecute anybody who has been accused of in public or stealing from the public. But Kezia Jabeng couldn't do that. Need say or complaining, say corruption I had because none people be can say my office the guno. That is his modus operandi. So now I can see and identify the issues. Kezia Jabeng is not ready to fight corruption because he has complained several times. It means that he is incapable to manage the office. That is why people are calling for the office to be scrapped. In the so you want the office to be your bona fide. That is what you are doing. You are a special prosecutor. When Kezia Jabeng started doing this modus operandi, I saw it. Because from afar, you make such allegations, you come and put issues there, malign people's integrity, put somebody on the red list. You have not arrived at a situation where there's relevance and authentications and validity of how the prominence of your evidence has been achieved. But the best thing Kezia Jabeng could do is to come on radio or TV stations or the platform. Now, we are disappointed of a young man of his caliber who has been given such a big opportunity to expedite action. He has been inadequate under normal circumstances. We will say, oh, mbebunu yenkoye. Now, when you give a mbebunu ejuma, this is the end results. Kezia Jabeng couldn't do his duty. Now, he's going to court to say, me team huefi, Attorney General. You remember one of these days, and Kezia Jabeng had a confrontation with Attorney General. The Attorney General, Ayene, I say, you said you want to extradite Oforiatta from US of A to come to Ghana. Now, the extraditing treaty contains a lot. So, if you have done that research, now when you have the findings and the reportage, bring it to us because under the law, if the special prosecutor has investigated such a high-profile issue, there's going to be a collaboration between ONO and the Attorney General. So, an Attorney General will also exercise the duty and continue to do the process of extradition under Article 236 of the Treaty of the Constitutional Provisions. But Kisia Jaben didn't do that. And Ukurata has done this, he has done that, so many things. And then the Attorney General said, bring the docket, so that we will continue the process. Simple, finito. But Kisia Jaben didn't want to release the report. So what you told us, it was within a shred of doubt that the report that was emanated from Kisia Jaben, do you think there's some kind of sketch issues in it? Because the Attorney General was demanding that bring it, because the Attorney General has the propensity and the requirement to process the extradition from bringing Oforiatta to the country. So you go through the process, everything will be done, and then he will start the process. So for me, the docket that was grounded with the reasonable information and the beyond reasonable doubt, say you have gathered the information, do you patiently give it to the Attorney General? No. So the Attorney General will also do his and make sure that if you don't want to give it to me, I have the powers to exercise that progress by instituting what we call, or the statutory provision, what we call extradition treaty, a liaison between Ghana and US of A. Kisia Jaben did not give Attorney General the report. So the Attorney General will have to independently work on how to extradite Oforiatta. That is why the Attorney General said he has started a process. That is what I have discovered, and it is a fact, not a gesture. 26 minutes past 9. Kisia Jaben is whining, keep whining, and keep whining. He is not ready to do the work. So, Mr. President, the Obesi Bibia lies on you. When the office was about to be scrapped, Member of Parliament and the Majority Leader, Mahama Yariga, said it in Parliament that the office should be scrapped. And then the President intervened to also quell the matter and said, we should pull brakes, but he knows what to do. Mr. President, Kisia Jaben keeps complaining he can't do his work because we want that office to be proactive. People are doing all sorts of things. The institutions, some of the handicapped institutions in Ghana, especially unaffiliated institutions, where a government will appoint a particular officer to be in charge, like an IGP. When an IGP is trying to investigate certain things, there's some conflict of interest that will not help the IGP to continue. Because sometimes in our jurisdiction, your hands are tied. So you cannot do certain things exponentially. But what you need to do is that the best thing to do is to make sure an institution that in respect of every every corridor, he will try as much as possible to exercise duty. He's not going to breach any law, but the point is that he has the prerogative to exercise his duty. Kisia Jaben is not doing what is supposed to be done. So the office constantly need to be abolished for now, so that we leave it as it is. Because once the office was created, there's a mindset that this office will work independently to charge any officer devoid of any political party you belong. It does not lie in the bosom of the special prosecutor to consider you from a political party. He has to do his duty without any shred of equivocation. But when to me and yet, in the special prosecutor office, constantly, it needs to be scrapped. People have called for, or they have made that clearly on call. Said office need to be scrapped. Tomorrow is going to be the D-Day for the NPP flag bearership race. And normal circumstances, let me acknowledge my sponsors, and I will continue from there because we have much time to talk about issues on what we have discovered this morning. Later on, we look at the UK current news. Na yahwe na poso nsema ekoso. Na Donald Trump ebuefu UK abonten so. Donald Trump has said something, and it's very dangerous. I'll say it's very dangerous for UK to do business with China. Starmer in Shanghai. Now, Donald Trump, the US of A, United States of America, President Donald Trump, said it was dangerous for the UK to do business with China as Prime Minister Keir Starmer arrived in Shanghai on third day of his visit in the country. The US president was reacting to the agreement aimed at increasing business and investment between UK and China, announced after Keir Starmer met Chinese President Xi Jinping. Speaking at the premiere of documentary about his wife Melania on Thursday, Trump went on to refer to XI or the Jinping as a friend of his, and he said he knew the Chinese president very well. UK Business Minister Sir Chris Bryant said Trump was wrong, and it would not be bonkers friendly for UK to ignore the presence of China on the world stage. Now, of course, we enter into a relationship with China with our eyes wide open, he added. The business minister also pointed out that Trump is due to visit China himself in April. So what is he talking about? In response to Trump's remarks, Downing Street indicated that Washington had been aware of this trip and its objectivities in advance. Arriving in the premiere, the Melania film on Thursday, the US president asked by a reporter, what do you think about the UK going into business with China? Beyond his brief comment, Trump did not say anything further, but about UK engagement with China, also pivoting instead to Canada and delivering a similar warning. He said it was even more dangerous, and I think for Canada. So Canada also want to do business with China. Donald Trump has an issue with this, but he will be traveling to China this April. Donald Trump, in one breath, he don't want people to trade with China, but he will be visiting China. What is he going to do in China? Donald Trump has become an albatross in terms of governance. Somebody who has the prerogative powers to travel beyond a certain jurisdiction to go and arrest a president and his wife because the president is not treating his people well. So he, Donald Trump, has the powers to do that. Now, you are friendly to UK. You said UK is a good country, and we all know, say, since you even came to power, you have paid a visit to the UK. The UK don't have any issue with China. China is there to welcome people to do businesses with them. They have decided to do business and partner with China. Donald Trump has an issue, but he will be traveling to China in the nick of time. So what is he talking about? That is what the minister, the trade minister is talking about. He said, you will be traveling to China. Mr. Bryant said, you will be traveling to China. And you know exactly what it entails, what we are having with China. So what is your problem? So now Donald Trump is like a storm in a teacup. Or no, in one breath, or say, I don't know, UK for China, business. But on China. So what is he going to do there? So Donald Trump thinks that UK is going to take the shine. And I say, well, then any problem. I don't pay Donald Trump and say, no. Two offers to face court for material overhandling of Jaisley Beck sexual assault case. And some officers in the metropolitan UK will be facing two officers to face court. The martial overhandling of Jaisley Beck sexual assault case. So they will be appearing for that criminal assault. Now, treasures found on H2 route stored in secret warehouse. There's more to come, and this is from the news on board. Anope, arrests made over surprise illegal rubbish dump. Now, people who also go nicodemously to throw rubbish in the metropolitan, some of them have been arrested in the UK. na onkwa no wakoto rubbish gu baby. No cameras na dosu. So when you do that, it is something that it is beyond imagination. Say wakoto nra gu baby, and I say only you dampen site. Whenever the law catches up with you, you'll be dealt with unceremoniously. In the meantime, in between time, now pastors in Ghana, those who are prophesying, na prophecies, ochina and abato no koso. So a lot of pastors ni bebre na no, iliso mubut kansem ni bebre. Now there's this a whistleblower who has also quickly informed the NPP that some thugs will be acting as national security to come and distort the elections. And as we know, a plot to undermine the integrity of the New Patriotic Party presidential primaries scheduled tomorrow, the 31st, 2026, being exposed by a whistleblower. Now, Ernest Kondia of the Secondary constituency has formally alerted the party's leadership to what it described as a coordinated attempt to manipulate the outcome of the election. Now, according to him, his complaint said he submitted under the Whistleblower Act, Act 320, copy to the media. Kondia claims to have gathered intelligence pointing a well-rehearsed plot allegedly linked to the element within the campaign of Kennedy Ejapon, aimed at distorting the result of the January 31st presidential primaries. I wrote to you under the Whistleblowers Act to inform you and the leadership of the New Patriotic Party about plans to compromise the outcome of January 31st NPP presidential primaries as the whistleblower. Kondia alleges that the scheme involved the deployment of individuals posing as polling agents who will use a mobile application to circulate misleading results to the public before the officials' collation and the declaration by the Electoral Commission. According to Kondia, the plan will involve agents initially monitoring voter turnout at the polling station once voting ends, and this agent will allegedly be replaced by another group tasked with the overseeing the counting process. Now, during the counting, the substitute agents are said to use the application to transmit fabricated figures from each polling station and even before counting is concluded. The Whistleblowers Act further states that Asmi Kondia claimed that the application would automatically distribute total votes among the candidates, assigning what he described as a disproportionate lion's share to Kennedy Ejapon. This manufactured result, he alleged, would then be transmitted to a central collation point, and used to make a premature public declaration of victory. He warned that the early announcement would be intended to trigger celebration by supporters of the affected candidate, thereby demanding supporters and agents of other aspirants and potentially forcing them to abandon the process nationwide. In addition, Kondia alleges that the same national security operatives could be disguised as police officers and deployed to polling stations across the country as part of the plan. He argued that the leadership of the New Patriotic Party to treat this report with utmost seriousness and take immediate steps to safeguard the credibility of the primaries and protect the true will of the delegate. By submitting this report to you under the Whistleblowers Act, I am alerting to you a serious intended plot which if left unchecked could create chaos on Saturday. So the NPP, one of the constituency executives, has issued a statement to the party executives that there is a modus operandi that some agents manufactured by Kennedy Ejapon want to come and foment trouble in the elections. And some have the idea of creating chaos in the elections because they will come and be acting as police officers, or some, more importantly, agents. And they will be sending a fabricated results to also make sure, say, they are winning, which maybe there's going to be a distortion. It is as a modus operandi and a plan to diversify the agenda of the elections. And the Kondua has acted as a whistleblower to inform the party to take necessary steps to absolve this unwarranted action at the polling station tomorrow. Nti Kondua is part of NPP, and he has also put out these issues and sent some information to the party executives. In the meantime, in between time, we move on quickly. Yenti Nyumi, Yaba, acknowledge my sponsors, and then later on, we'll have a conversation.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. Music is food for the soul. Hot Digital Online is good for the young and the old.
His name is Kofi B. May his soul rest in perfect. One of the finest high life artists in Ghana who died mysteriously. And we're moving on quickly to bring you other information and tidbits and more. Let me quickly acknowledge my proud sponsors on Hot Digital Online UK once again. Unity Link Financial Services Limited happen to be our proud sponsor. Now, Sebanishi Kamanye, I would call mine Ghana. When him say mobile money to all major networks in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all rural banks in Ghana. Airtime top up is Unity Link Financial Services Limited. And I'll pay Ebo send money through the platform. Busafosweka would do two maso net them. And I'll pay the Heavens Mortgage Plan. And so Jumekwa, almost see a dine company in Ghana. They have put a beautiful edifice in Ghana. Now, what they do is say, yeah, your Diaspora, your woman oneno. They want to give us this opportunity. It is a very nice opportunity. Na in Sebeka say nyame awadu ye juma na obetumi atua o mortgage. This time mortgage in Ghana. Until you buy a property, 2-bedroom, $55,000, and then $5,000 will be paid as deposit. Now there's a negotiation between you and the bank and Rehoboth Social Housing. Like I said, they will demand a proof of ID, passport, and Ghana card, employment contract, residency or work permit, recent passport picture, 3 most recent pay slips, and 1-year bank statement. All these are some of the requirements they will need. So the bank will do a negotiation and make sure that at the end of the month, you pay them certain quantum of amount. And what is going to happen is say $50,000, and they say bank will be precope. Now every month be $553. You pay through the bank. 3-bedroom detached, $100,000, and $10,000 will be paid as initial deposit. You are going to pay the $10,000. $90,000, no, the advances that will be created by the bank. Now, $1,152.40 will be paid to you every month for 11 solid years. Into Rehoboth Social House and pay Ebo Echidom. Omo branch Ewo Milton Kings for a +44 791 737 6631. +44 791 737 6631 and +233 244 764499 plus 233-244-764499. Into any Rehoboth social housing and pay and so the Fatherland Visa Travel and Tours worldwide. A ban passport won't send some airline ticket, discounted airline. Like as I say in your Francis or Finsbury Park. Bombody answer between your friend on 0207 6193843, 0207 6193843, and 079 3965 6111. Tell me a Fatherland Visa Travel and Tours worldwide. And pay and so Chidom. Then I also say AJN and Co Limited, your chartered accountant, business advisor, specialist in preparation, annual account bookkeeping, self-assessment, especially for Uber drivers. Do a Uber driver na unyamre and follow taxes are na bombonia se Fatherland Visa Travel and Tours worldwide. Be boa mo tumi follow taxes. AJN and Co Limited bet me boa mo follow taxes. Into bombonia so betumi afre AJN and Co Limited on bookkeeping, self-assessment na uwo bibi to say refund so na unsanka ya bombonia so betumi nyoma din komo. Na utumi claiming refund on amount into new AJN and Co Limited. A tax code any anomalies, get them in touch. AJN and Co Limited that was 016344 70495, 016344 70495 and 078830 777 and no AJN and Co Limited and pay and so boy chidom. Idas shipping and so say yanka say Omochira Kwan was 65 Upton Lane, Forest Gate, Echo 7, 9 Premier Bravo. Omia door-to-door shipping both by air and sea. Into a drunten within 2 days now air freight no edru. Omochira say within 2 weeks. And I say maximum 3 weeks a day. Na nyamane drew Ghana. Into omo esan ye money transfer airline ticket. Omo drums boxes etc. Sanso ship containers any other personal effects I would call Ghana. Into Frey Idas 4 plus 44 794 7361 067 plus 44 794 7361 067. Into new Idas shipping and pay and so ebo chidom. In Kranzaman UK for Atagi Mati Dende na the UK Royal Visit and the official launch of the Kranzaman Homecoming Ebaso 26 about the 7th of March 2026 at Dominion Center 4:30 p.m. Omahini Nana Kwame Balfour the 4th and a Queen Mother Nanaya Sapoma the 3rd eba in Kranza 4 you see ano mumbra na on the 7th of March no Jumidie Sunku Edamonim ewo the Dominion Center High Broadway and the 9th Broadway nti eno yen Kranza mankuo na Sendwave si yen kai o se Danny de nyina nso so apps ni bi wo ho a very deceitful. O download apps no see come man faso na nkwa unim nipa akwa bisa no Sendwave so they have been intact. Now they are compliant, reliable and fast with excellent rate. Don't rate no so dance no. Until download the apps, we first time and now download the apps now. And no hot digital capital letters so bar no when you your promo code now when you £10 credit. Into any Sendwave for no pay information on the amount and no. E&J Handyman about carpentry works, door fixing and hanging, fixing of kitchen wardrobes and wooden floors. And we are E&J Handyman on 074324 02117 074324 02117. Now, the National Democratic Congress, the government in power, and the party NDC, the National Secretary, Fifi Fiave Kote and Raudin Sembi Tuja, the General Secretary. Na odin sembi tuja fa omo hihye omo ba titru e party ni mu enti the NDC Democratic Congress no announced that it will hold its national delegate conference on Saturday the 19th December 2026. It is December like I say yemfa say 9 months to come omo be electoral national executives na party general secretary Fifi Awekote Eddie Atudwa say at the press conference on Thursday, Nura, I said the main Congress will elect all national executives for the NDC in this important year of reorganization will happen on Saturday, December 19th. That will complete the very important edifice that is supposed to prepare for the next round of fighting for power in the country, and also ensuring that we continue to do the wonderful job as we're doing it in resetting the country. He explained that the internal elections will be conducted using a bottom-up approach. And according to him, the process will begin at the branch level, progress through the constituency and regional stages, conclude the national level. Now, Fifi Kote said, vetting of aspirant is scheduled for Thursday, November 12th and Friday, November 13th. And he noted that his appeals will be done on Sunday, November 15th and 16th. Then for the youth and women conference, we're looking at the Saturdays, December 12th. But for now, what he said importantly, he said, every executive and who has been given a position in this government, 6 months to the time you need to resign if you want to hold a post and I say a position in the party. Say be communication officer, director of so and so, to so aba. So by now the 6 months to the time no, you have to resign from your post. And yes, sir, untumi and contest bibia or NDC. Into NDC nra Fifi Kwati, our general secretary, at the statement he betodwa. Into anonso a asemba kumenu a daho anopay. Into yakwe nimna ya 12 million so tew. Na edin komo enche. It's about 10 more minutes to the hour. Yentie Kinpaluta.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
My sexy man, give it to Papa, and then my God, feelings at the end. I'll be your good boy, I'll be your gangster. If they approach you, say I'm the owner. Tell them who be there. Want me, why they back? Want me, don't know why I want me. You want me, don't want me. Who be there? Why they back? Want me, don't know why I want me. You want me, don't want me. Sick out, want me, why they back? Want me, don't know why I want me. You want me, don't want me. To body, and you be out. Why I want me. You want me, don't want me. Redeem.
Tease me, baby, till I lose control. Man, my dictate. Tease me, baby, till I lose control. Found on now I want. My feeling, why you addicted. Mama, girl, what are you in? See, what you bubble bath in a hot tub, champagne on ice, come to buy. See, what you bubble bath in a hot tub, champagne on ice, come to buy.
My sexy man, give it to Papa, and then my God, feelings at the end. I'll be your good boy, I'll be your gangster. If they approach you, say I'm the owner. Tell them who be there. Want me, why they back? Want me, don't know why I want me. You want me, don't want me. Who be there? Want me, why they back? Want me, don't know why.
Let me acknowledge my also viewers watching us live on the social media platforms. To show some gratitude to all of you this morning. His name is Kim Paluta, featuring the indefatigable Kwabna Anope. You say Ewome. Ewome pa. Uncle's watching us live this morning on social media. Mayu also is watching us. So join us on the TikTok platforms. And Gladys Buckman is also watching us live. Now, it's delegates time tomorrow, settle for constituency and experience. Now, delegates of the New Patriotic Party heading into general elections tomorrow, presiding or the presidential primaries to elect a flag bearer for 2028 elections appear to be covering around a clear preference, consistent and experience, emotional intelligence and practice, or the practical ideas that can deliver results. Now, the chorus echoed by delegates across the country strongly favors Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, whom many describe as the most prepared, most visible, most dependable option on the ballot. Now, when these people interviewed across a section of delegates across the length and breadth of the country, they repeatedly cited constituency as a political virtue that has historically paid dividends in Ghana's democratic dispensary. Now, to them, consistency is not merely persistence. Now, it is a proof of conviction, resilience, and long-term commitment to national leadership. They point to Ghana's recent political history to underscore this argument. The former President John Ajikun Kufuor contested and lost in 1996 before defeating John Evans Atta Mills in 2008 and in 2000. Similarly, the late Professor Evans Atta Mills was presented twice before eventually winning the presidency. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo also emerged victorious on his third attempt, while John Mahama secured the presidency after being presented more than once. Against the backdrop, delegates say that the question confronting the party is straightforward. Why disrupt a proven path? In their view, Dr. Bawumia represents continuity backed by experience, and there is no compelling reasons to abandon that trajectory. Beyond the consistency, delegates argue that none of the other contenders in the race can match Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's depth of experience and also the national exposure. They describe him as a well-marketed candidate whose name also resonates across the political divide, from extensive grassroots visibility to sustained media presence. Delegates note that his message has been seen, heard, and also tested nationwide, making him, in their words, easy to make a general elections. His 8-year tenure as the vice president also featured prominently in delegate assessment. Many credit Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia redefining the role of vice president, particularly through his leadership in Ghana digitization drive. Now, they say initiatives under his stewardship has simplified everyday life, improved services delivery, added the value to business, and also created a clear differentiation for Ghana's economy in the digital age. Delegates further point to recent economic stabilization effort, attributing significant impact to policy intervention associated with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, including the Gold for Reserves programs, which they believe has contributed meaningfully to the currency and macroeconomic stability. Above all, delegates describe him as though the thorough, respectful, and deeply knowledgeable, qualities that they say the party urgently needs at a time of reflection and rebuilding. At the NPP's go to polls tomorrow, the prevailing sentiment among delegates interviewed by this paper is unmistakable. Experience matters, consistency counts, and for many within the party, those values find the clearest expression in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So this is what the delegate of the NPP had said. We move on quickly to bring you one or two before we go into the lines. Anope, Owen Michicha, Anope, Uncle is also watching us live, and also Jab K, also sharing live. Jab K is watching us live. Enti Anope, Ichicha Muna, Hot Digital Online, UK, Ena Uti, and check. Now we move on quickly. Yenti Kwabna Sunkwa, one and only brother, Kwabna Sunkwa.
The interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Ready
All right, so moving on quickly. Now, Fabrice Sukali kind of pay. For the guitar, and I would quickly. Kennedy Japan have to be a contender for the race. Now, the head pastor of Kumasi branch of the Congress Through Christ Church, Prophet Emmanuel Walasi, has also shared a vision that he had regarded Kennedy Japan an aspirant for the NPP position as well as the upcoming polls. Now, according to the prophet, Kennedy Japan sought spiritual assistance, but the prophet declared it was too late for the intervention. And this was contained in a post made by Hit FM X on formerly Twitter, 2026. And even the prophet added that it was an already heated political climate. 2 days ago, in a vision, I was in my room when I saw my wife with Kennedy Japan. One of the presenters then asked, what were they doing? Wallace responded that they came to one of our apartments, and I asked my wife what she was doing there. Then Kennedy Japan was there to see. He said, Kennedy Japan is here to see me, to see you. And he told him he needed my help. I told him that it's impossible because it's too late. He pleaded with me to do something for what he said so. And Wallace is here. Let's listen to him. Na yanko ni manope. Ono ni video no ha. We'll listen to what he's saying about Kennedy Japan.
Well, let me say it.
Right, exclusive.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
I saw my wife with Honorable Kennedy Japan.
What were they do?
They came to my place.
Right.
I have 2 places in Accra here. So I have one place at East Lagos. So they came there. So I asked my wife, what are you doing here? He said, Honorable Ken came to the other apartment and said he wanted to see you. And I said, about what? He said, and Honorable Ken said, I need your help. And I told him, it's not possible, it's too late. And he said, do something about it. I need your help. So I just woke up from the vision and I told my wife that Kennedy needs my help, but it's impossible. Yeah. So I'm even surprised when I hear other men of God that Kennedy Japan is going to win. But let's leave it for time. Time will tell. We have 3 days.
Yeah.
This is Pits.
Was the pastor and he also no. Now the race, the tight race tomorrow, because Kennedy Japan has been on the ballot before, and the also want to show power. Sir, he will definitely win the elections, and he connected and call for and pay. Him say, "Ochina ena agrone basonti." We say agrone form, and the ochina ebe heard the BC na enya the report from Ghana. For the guitar 0790844338. Give to God saying, I say Jesus is coming. Two minutes past 10. Vicky will share Vicky baby will share life and will pay our TikTok.
Jesus is coming very soon.
And I'll pay you so many here.
Coming very
Stephen Ban also sharing life and pay sharing life our TikTok. The TikTok for Nigeria.
coming very soon. Jesus is coming.
Jesus is coming. It's coming very soon. Mary Atta also sharing life and pay.
Coming very soon.
And then Friday, Social Friday. We're moving on.
Coming very soon. Coming very soon. What a
Great news. The Lord is coming. In a short while, we'll actually the phone lines and have a chat this morning. God's grace also share life and pay. And obey me, Paradise Groceries. Michicha want to pay mommy. Michicha no pay. Paradise Groceries. Ewa Dagenham. And pay Michicha mommy.
Would you be ready?
And means I'm share in your soul of Paradise Groceries. And pay Michicha soul. Michicha pa.
Would you be
only mommy.
When the time is you, oh, the sense of the days. Proves that
Some days, not just when him say, "Queen man pay hot the guitar online 4 minutes past 10." Yeah, call not yet to admit it. All set, all the rules leads to the NPP flag bearership race. The best watching and ya can't want some say I know mrene do say Beleshe. The watching is the D-Day.
what a good news that the Lord is coming. Oh, he's coming very soon. Oh, he's coming very soon. Oh, he's coming very soon.
All right, here back on ya to admit us yanko WhatsApp na yanko line us yan to admit us WhatsApp you.
Mr. Valentine, good morning.
Morning, akwa yenti wana pay.
Oh, the young pastor said what about also money adjuma.
Yeah, that's it.
And the customer said Jesus is coming. On your media. We are the Bacao. Yeah. Yo, Namichana, Navita, Nana Lutin, Obaya, Etikasi, we are the Cassie. Naso and Cassia, Napia, or Compecam, Nanakwame. If we Mr. Ban, Open Pond and Semi Tokache, Kofi Francis, Tashana, Fred, Mr. Tufo, Mammy Dickiness, and him Nana May. Mammy first of all, about Tampa, when the Mammy Alessa Bedu about Tampa, a Chamuina, of a Tanama Makina, a Josu, a Mamina Moditi, young Hobia. Dear me, Busan said, a young bobo is on my penico for or Lucia Sana or Oberwini or Ratamet or Lucia Sana or Oberwini. The old boy in the Nakufado Usu, Lucia Sana Oberwini. The boy is empty for no empty opening.
I know delegate in a Casa Sana story.
I was just saying, empty before and before no I see a Jinama Omina against it, Bomia said, Bomia, what the vice president, but Bomia on no my Lucy yet. A woman said, any baby or man winning for MPP, as a man winning about to money mono. Woman him says, Sanko for them, Womo Elusui, and son won't ever winning.
Oh, Jenny Bomb so
oh, your friend Ibrania, who you're in 3 years old. I wouldn't say anyone on the first person. And then you also about the last person. And yet, I was what to be called for assassin to moon. So, Obia, I will know. Yanto Sobada. So, it is Sobado. And so, all my Tom Swab, Luciano, opening a Tom Swab, parliamentary. Obia, it is Sobada, that's what just 41%. And yet, I was a more no did that. So now I Lucy, now me Lucy. When you said, now I didn't go for a caniba. The Bakra.
Okay.
I got a child one now about to know on Bejesu. Now said the Garam Natiano. I call out trouble. Obiso Asibius and Jumcano on Traba. Obia when you need in Obia what you must have it down and our Traba. Just ya no go trouble say mpanifo mo go trouble say nkwala me will say obi di more any 200 cities what they say go for be the echema wo mo na obeje di no so mo tuma no oh ye trouble say ye bribe obi say ye bribe say me trouble mami e de nera abato de obese tuma wo e de na wo ka de na so any say a man no be did that and go for be no. Ghana was a trust out there, son, a man to me. Aye. And in 2 days ago, I said, Ojo Joy. Not many Jehovah as Ojo Joy. On fire, Yabum, on fire, assassin, propaganda, Ojo Joy, not be said Yakasan and Quebec, Debia Kabakosa, so and rap. Over here said, driver near I to say, accident yes, you didn't pay. O 2 days of walk, Boko, o chop 2 months here, no has here speed. But then you feel. It is some dear Omani Yento, no more budget of bedi. Did you gonna for Becabia, Mumma propaganda? And a cousin and go for before. So money quay ye, or money ye, Petamento. Where you first a pentimamento. Yet the Ghana for scan a bro. Dora, number 2 Dora Kusina Bing. Why a radish why?
Mamma, thank you.
You, Monsieur Bia.
We are Joe.
Since me from Jesus. I look on, I can't die a baby. I have a message from Concronaba. Na, ma, yet, Bibiala, yet, Pibialian Bissell. The first time I'm just fancy the bumpire. Oh, I say, Miss Minimum, Manca Saminimum. Now, that my Abba were my moment, or Catana bro. I said, a fear more on one can into our bow. But in talk to Fiano, many in our frame, Mamma say Fiano, went to my behoody. I had so a Catana bro, only some do her. Now live my place, I met Mr. Mumba for 8 years. No cafe, mamma, men, some to me, January for 8 years and so. So some conquer, mamma, me drew her Sunday. Monday, I'm a quite cancer. Why Pepe baby are there or body fear? Mr. Mammentina Mucray. Into the message some concrona. I come on. A man in Nara and a man of homeless. Oh, Mr. Marcat, so I wasn't some concrone. Minimum. I wouldn't have suggest Canada Japan. Canada Japano. I say, come on, Croma, but Yama was and Quam Croma. Or a mentor. Then I just say, oh, I just some concomendation with that. I mean, I know when you walk at a banner. Or I just do it be a name. When you okay. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, that's it. Mamma, that's what you know. You know about NTO.
It's a balance.
Mamma, so I NTO on a pay.
Medicine, Queen, dear mammy. And it wouldn't me a woboya, and let Marine talk about it. Jesus is coming. Maybe see anything.
And in Union Pardon.
About one kind of cream. Jesus will maybe.
We didn't draw.
About one kind of cream.
Okay, then okay.
About after one kind of cream, yes, one kind of cream, and then a person. And talk, Otoy and talk, Dallas, you more comparable. Yeah, come my answer.
Okay.
And Master Mustafa Bandi. Now, Mustafa Bandi was out of Dallas 1 year old and possible. I can't hear Mother didn't pray what the cook perform. I mean, I didn't perform. I mean, Peter. Oh, my God, MP before every journey a ND today. Only a very long Kazana for only the Omoy. Now we see MP before Buddha. And then they are coming from efficacy or put the question. Kakana coming to us or interview as an argument that they do say, Yana, or you serious say or interview no one. You can't answer. So put the question. You can't say, Ghana, the father do say, and complain say, about Papa. I find a train any band of also walk at it. I don't know what can I say. Or ye a price in an air maybe MP before. Yeah, catch them. Mama and conform to home, yeah, for no dinner. Sukuno, yes, me uncle Sukun, I'm done education. I buy a better I have trainer, education needs to make it fast and say, oh, my for my better, I chat answer.
Okay.
And Tabano for 12 more many now.
All right.
No more security, no, and yet tight. Now, all more to be a an ID card. Yes, also bring out me put ID card, dear, my own trouble. Now, on board the can, I will radio. And to almost fast with you, never to abandon. Wow, very well. 1 year to almost no worry. Now, make me all up a year honorable for weakness, nay, or buy any that in man, Fred. And I leave, and I call me 10 years. Not by ye, Nana looting, me tell me catch a pan, and me papa, so food David I'm Tiade pa Aqua David Tiade pa will be on and to me need to see a man have a nice weekend or about one kind of quick.
All right, Yati. Infa in your color. Color ain't you?
Yeah, Van.
Now what you say?
Van, you.
Yeah, don't catch it. I don't think it. I don't see. I told you, man. Because you don't catch it, pa.
I busy. Ejuma, London, Ejuma. So when it's busy, sir.
Okay.
But there no meeting. You know. I said. Intimi nya kwan frɛ ba hye masum na metie saa ben ene kwan kakra ba mu na me se o me frɛ
okay
na mechia kwa me pekam say mri bia me ni kwa me pekam hia say na setam no na digital ni gina mu no and no o ni papa o ya brantie pa obi anso a brantie ni ho fe yi no say bu no pa many to be honest with you me channel pa because me ba fe TikTok live ni we na or baso be support me so kwan kwa dia
or fan
oh I am a fan pa me say one day pa me ni share no he been a fantastic person
kala de nche we say we Michael Jackson you know
aja you so kakra Saturday ya cry de enyum foforo esan aba
kala de ya de enyum ne de ebro wankasa ebro okay
now can be about digital no ye campaign na ma near percent company for na etrimu
okay
na ye na so nya result a company for etrimu because we are abaya no wo so set time no na nakufu adomia me ofa na bai no ode ye adwuma pa
okay
papa mahama nso ba ye digital wa pa ho ntoma no kra no ono so ode ye adwuma
okay
enti na just ultimate so because o say ye ntimi nye bibia empa sana ye papa mahama kan o say ye ntimi nye bibia empa ye abafo ye afidia aba eno na sisi no no ye di move ewiase ye ntimi mpa ho enti ono ankasa hyeda pa ho ntoma nso a odi na ban no odi ewure mu dendenden enu kura ka ho binti na my din no because so say penifo no ye adwuma sa and they said they be anu abetra radio so na wo ka ti said the omon fa nya adwuma
okay
ade ba ko ma ha ye college no eno no wo ka de na say wo de when it took grounds no na wo bi se nkofo
no ye dia
na say omo kire say ye adwuma na wo say tie free aban na no wapa ho ntoma omo de ye adwuma ho hia se oba ba de bebresa on ti se bia obehu se ekofoma na ye mfa nya adwuma enti omo de ye adwuma ne de na je se yenso ya da awrade ase ne ya de mpaibo ata omochi na omo agusu de ye adwuma na bo o man no eno pe ne ye hwehwe na we de me de MPP for na me ka bia kire om kakra bi ye ka se yenim se MPP ni NDC na da bia no obdi o man ne so Oma yade vise oman so die no enye adeketwa oman bebre ntokwasem ne ne mama wo akwantum kan timi nko ukrom enti de ye man ne tie bia no ye da omo mienu nyina party mienu ne nyina ase because ye da so kuta ya so no due enti no omo kwakoyi obi obedi omani mu no ye be sra omo se omo nya abotre na basabasa bia nkosi ho na nia omo be yinu bia no omo nyina nka omo hummom na omo nta na chi na yenya good opposition party a omo nso de omo nim de ebe tai aban na osisu na chi atretre ne ma omo fu se bia koyie ni de nkoyie omo nyina be share ideas and into no empire body edita omo chi so chene nyame boa de omo koyie bia nyame nka omo ho na bibia enko pepepe na de obedi omo nim kan bia no omo nyina mfa ahosepeni odo enfantechire ni enya good opposition party
kala ene yetine kanu ya da sepa kala nso de no Kofi Francis yentie o
ban good morning
no what you say
ban and then national capital sa kobla mafo no is he a journalist the guy is so look I don't want to use words
don't use words
because sometimes, look, if you want to express your view, you can express your view. But say, when your market, say, market feel say, say I elected Chief Justice. Why does the Chief Justice have to go on a thank you talk? For what? Irrelevant.
Okay.
And I can say LGBTQ, or no problem for not one. What did he say? For playback before 2023.
You oppose it. You oppose it.
No man and an akufado. This guy is hypocrite. Despite the Juma, because despite now. Look, Sir Juma, lay down rules. This guy should have been fired. And Jerry not look, they are not talking to themselves. They are talking to the whole nation. Until maybe you have to be objective.
Okay.
Say it as it is. Okay. Don't say it on your own issues. NDC. No. And I mean, my next issue here, me chrome. Look, man, me see from November, you try to go scam.
Now, Abando, I can't Abando.
Hey, man, me cocoa bear 17 bags. Hey. Man. And I chrome kwano. This few weeks, Nipewu is over 40.
And a road accident.
Yes, see, cement factory be war a sample so kwano. And articulate na do cement no. Na bus be ba. And the board there be bus ni PN board nipa 20 at the spot.
Oh.
Make one so be say yakwano na akufado kupo ye no wa esen ke bem ya mem say yakwana ye big and as the kwan say no say omo the fat kokote di kofa maase no mo de akofa kufuo krom na de akọ ye wo problem o ye need rose Nini, what do you think about your national organizer being involved with all this I'm saying? I've not heard your comment about that. Look, you see, NDC, you are the most hypocrite party in Ghana. You know what? You think about yourself because you all come from poverty and all that. You only see money as money is your problem. You're not there for Ghanaians. NDC is never there for Ghanaians because when they come, they don't do anything for Ghanaians. They only talk. And then that Mustafa Bandi, he thinks he's the man. He just talk. You know, they said talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap.
That's Mustafa Bandi or whatever. You should be careful. Thank you.
All right. Hello. Yeah. Abusufoni.
Yeah.
Yo, Abusufoni too.
Finland. Yeah, Medasi. My mentor no be careful na. Me so about the na no mo sure ma ye man tini job for man Bahama. Me say aban papa wi no man tini o ya ban papa. I'm coswa shano. I mean ya boss. Now, Valentine, I was going to reach here MPP for Prime Minister Mokoma. Very successful process. Because a political process. Democracy, these are some of the models we can use to strengthen and deepen the democracy. And we wish successful process. So, I'm between me a flag there in the end, party the Chinese committee and work together as a political party and having a common goal of getting into government. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy for them there, but the models now I accept to say that's a means of ascending to the power. No? It encourage you to sanitize the processes. No? It is security services, so you don't want to say actually Ghana for of protection. And I hope that the delegates and the party faithfully now comply with the security service or more advices. Now, Valentine, when say you say Mukas on Sandy Oluzuye and Sana Osaba. I want to start. They're trying to justify say but nearby Oluzuye to be someone another chance. So but another 3 times, Oluzuye 2 times, and Sana Oba. Yes, sir. If you say, but me and some brand and then Zibi, nothing to say was Saba, and now is that what they are trying to make? And Ibiano, or more council of Moko first time we lose again now. No more your vice president, Simon. You'll be there because you've been tried and tested. Just say, I saw my friend. You won't go break. It's me, I assessment I found because or more because 2 times and our first time we lose again now. I'm not the vice president. Our man headed the economic management team. But this is a candidate. Or no, the second person, second citizen, and headed the economic management team. And the key factor in for 12 John Dramani in 2016. Name come and I hear both Mahama. Now, yes, about Umia about Kufa, because we criticize his leadership at the state of the economy. You can't hear because they say about Umia.
Okay.
So
what you are saying? What is the relevance? Yeah, okay, no,
yeah, the relevance is that they are misleading people and they are not making a logic comparison. Say because he went first time and lost, they should give an account. You cannot compare them to the previous candidates who lost on their first attempt. It's totally different. But once I made him an John Dramani Mahama, media may say, okay. Now, digital center, Mahama, digitalization means more. The case digital center, only the backbone, fiber optics are the media of connectivity, only infrastructure, to once and the Kufa
Yate. You see, I will go to no reserve, no, I see a sweet shine. What?
Okay.
We go to reserve, no, I see a sweet shine. What?
You rather even go to that.
Won't you?
Because the man is saying, talk a ton spare part, now you start to tell you, sir. Mrs. Sassy is the previous compass to Europe, Kuma.
Yeah, that's Papa. Almost four. I'm sure. Yeah, that's Papa. Hello.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, can't pick on you.
I do. Made us coming.
I'm saying, call I original structure. I'm in far away. I'm in browse and patch up.
Okay.
Hello. Oh, Dickness. Yeah, you too. And when would that?
And I'm one rabon cassa, or we are Macassa.
Okay, you okay. Come in to you, Dickness, into you.
Oh, yeah, made the Dickness, Mitchell on the way. Made us say, what I'm going to Mitchell communicators in and our silent listeners in so Boma Basso more football. And so let me shout here, if you know, send a man can. US have every right, or more. They are concerned with an more summer age, because more describe more special relationship, the UK and the US. They say all share the US in the biggest fear by China.
Donald Trump so no so alcohol.
Me to say that my quite to a diva. And say the ana all summer all the two giant true intelligence China is spying. Saying over UK. I have to tennis and check and also child come out more prime area so I'm build a mega embassy. I Tower of London. And the US have every right so I'm very concerned. What's going on? And sanity.
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah. Ochina Yamea Domaya Kotuaba. Abana Yato Evi Ocean Takremua Ubien himself Dr. Baumia, but there is development here. Even our bottom. If we a year and Western region or Urbana. You are taking the same intelligence. Ken is bent on say obey disrupt elections. Ochina. On him clearly say on it. And on him say over the backing of the state apparatus. Because who disrupt na MPP the advantage is NDC. And he doesn't lose anything. And he's bent on doing that. Now, and so we are delegates now, corner castle vote. Now, I don't trust any security. based on the year 2024 election, which na hopa na sebe. Ntwitwa sɛm ne nsɛmfo a na NDC ADO yankyea no maaba mpo abɛtuma nnɛ wate sɛ yɛ prosecute obi ɛkyerɛ wo pefee sɛ ɔkyena nea ɛreba no kɔkan ne ɔmo asan agreement sɛ NPP emu gyigya a advantage to NDC, and that is what they will do. And it's all the party now ɔkyena wo kɔ a kɔto aba na toma baumia ɔno na yɛnim sɛ obetumi agye tumi ama yɛn. Among the five no, he is the most electable. Obiara ni hɔ biem.
Okay.
So pe party ni yie dia nti yɛbɛsrɛ yɛso yɛde mpaebɔ ɛtaa mo akyi na mmom sɛ obi bɛdi ntwitwa asɛm sɛ ɔtam ballot box a ɛne ɛnyɛ obi na ɛsiɛ sɛ puduo nhye na mmom ɛhye a yɛbɛdi dwo
Yate.
wone amamefo nsiɛ no
That's bad. You can see until.
Yo, me nua bɛn mpɔtɔ wo te dɛ.
You here, pa? What's where?
Mpɔtɔ divine selection ebi aka. Me tie mu nua besia an.
Yo, obeti.
Yo, na mbɔ ni teto. Me tie mu honorable ye okoi. Honorable kwa me pɛ ka me tie. Ana me tie honorable Lee, honorable Nase, honorable Fred, honorable Nana Mr, honorable Nana Nyame Akwa. Ana honorable Uncle Joe, Nana Kwame Kingsmith obia.
Okay.
And all the first lady, Dr. Obaya, Dachi Manana, na first lady, majestic ladies, and Mamma say, was sister me. And when you're the don't for Yami, New Year, Irade, Yaba, Mia, Wagana, Irade, Wada. Yene fi bawo mi aso mo bro hunfo nyami na me si ye bawo mi a wogana o mo bro hunfo nyami mo dey be yine.
Yes.
Yeah, Papa Bawumia device 1. The promise 1, Psalm 35 verse 1. Nobody can content with him. If you content with him, God will content with you. If you fight with him, God will fight with him. This is the time that Ghanaians need him. You have many other him? And the pay. Mama Bada Wu Brofa Haka. Modi Soprani. And the Yayan Wagana ho. Kusia Jabin. I will many the whole Jabin Kusi. Many that a wanted list or list of wanted. What highly inflammable education equa and equa my papa for Yakamoboa. I want to acquire mine. I bet now, and I had the first one you're betting a window and no yet at no here Poponte and no here for Funo Wady or young Kakra or young Kruman coin more better than a dog with Yabi Day. And on the sword double woman, ya catch that one day. Since you're a young rapid, Mempada Moko Wopi. Nanampada Mekanya in the meantime, in between time, and that will brought for the Mefa. I catch that one day. Yeah, Papa, Canada, Japan. Yes, no. Yes, Walla. This time is a down deal for your Papa. Promise 1, yeah, Papa Bawumia. Yes, no. Because it's like whatever it's like this for the whatever money. Say arena and this for one party plus NDC and plus FPP is the one. No what baby but we don't need that. Yeah, Papa can Japan. Take it easy. Yempe and a yamon baba cano. Yempe Timina can be ala. You must get connected with Vice President Promise 1. Get connected. Yeah, no, many other in. Yeah, this for the buyer, no, I only be extra for me. Yeah, that's the hawk. And a yellow way, and then. Yeah, you are Brancasa, then a folk and a woody and yamo. This time, now my brother, my friend, Nini Rosa, Nini life free, Nini and Yentia, Nini we are next, Nini animals as a play. Pay your people to stay away. Tomorrow, what we are going to do. Okay. Tell them to stay away. We don't need them. So what the first story? You the bafasi. You know Brancasa.
Yati.
You know Brancasa. You tell them.
Okay.
Now you can't say what you're doing. In fact, you there. Yeah, Papa Bawumia. It's a down Deal. Have a nice, beautiful weekend.
That's a part. They can Fred, you you the uncle.
Oh, Valentine, I don't pay, but me tell my equal dear, you papa.
Yeah, me all.
Now, me tell a elegant lady, a Nicholas who is here, then they know to.
Okay.
Michana na say ekinekase Michana ye pa na esofo akwa David kwa me pekam just to for the man boga obrempon na na kwa me Thamesmead Michal and another do for le no munyina Michal
okay
yenu aba oba ya na aba dickness le that change munyina Michal Valentine sa intelligence here abeto dwe no very disturbing na MPP phone ma I hope say lay down measures. Yeah, and Kawon able to provide cameras, CCTV cameras at every polling station to monitor our election year because the dangers at hand. What you say? And maybe I want to say, one year ma asumbiya dear emba. And this election kakre here eba be koso na pediampa NDC for omunye happy to hear the name Baumia or yes so much of a threat to them almost no papa me di no hokura mentiase yes still Modi vice president aba oyoba ma me no wada ana o mama na do bia no se on tina sidin wakana na obom yante de kan o
oyejuma
ma adwadifo ne ade esu ne ade nyina no maame no yakura na hyedan mu onye hwe anyway memre kusi ajaben what say sa kusi ajaben we say sofu yima ne junior kato ebe ma dance die o platform yi so kra me be ka na sem wa bra ye de sa position yi ama no na akotuna Peace FM your call ranted the chair Kwame Sefakan and I will say abrantie ne mfisusa adwuma no ontumi nye onhunu ye ndi afi and obe start say we lay down cases by 30 bi ya obe start to ho anamon ana okodaye wo mu afi no aba cases na edru 90 no boboba afie bia wieye anase afie na chance no the list aba no abeka che wo radio so no ko obeye ne sa yi press conference ankwa noma ayi o sa ankwa do bie no ewieye na me say owura president owo every case to sack Kusi Ejaben for incompetence just say onim na adwuma no hunu ye that's enough you say obetumi the grounds so obetumi edina so e apam Kusi Ejaben 1 year over 1 year down the line and sana owura kufuado ebefire abemu so one say ne wadane sa adua konkonsa no efifire ne nantri no and ene ofree power Kusi Ejaben and omu use no de tata ofori ata ono ankasa ne busuani enti Kusi Ejaben no me de obey bia na adwuma no obey complaints obey nwenwe obesu dachi bia antweye na po asesa ense ye cheni tum because e ka wa ba bo man no edoso
yati endas papa
Fred bo man ka aye kululu bebre ya
no evidence into would ye
emfa no to yenua your friend is saying
yeah
there be men kind by heart kululu me vehicle issue
evidence we are jadi okay canon
Abranche your friend is interested me don't pino the issues we but to jawante
no yati endas papa hello
good morning ba
ana kwa mi enti
yo ana pe me chanya bushana I hope someone
obi ahun ya pa
me chia me sita ba ya da che hima ma me kikene sa we wie konana master one manina ni akampe kan me chia na no pe wa da ni propaganda kwa me sa petty politics no
maybe nem fatal. Gentlemen, oh, you're petty politics. Hey, Kennedy near NDC. The man Kennedy now authority on NDC. A party that have one majority. NDC for they have nothing to lose. If we should bring a president, Dr. Bami, I'm telling you. And guys have propaganda about. I'm so surprised at you.
MPP new. MPP ni.
It is here.
MPP ni asem na. Oh, na wo blame. Hey, na mo da sa na mo ya mo politics.
Don't worry.
That bill. Oya executive wo Western Regional.
Executive.
So why do you
come on the side?
Exactly. So you say no crap. Man can say propaganda. Yeah, propaganda. Yeah, news or be the
propaganda. Only proof.
Nana Kwame. Chill. I don't know where. Who support you? You try be a fan on nya. You bring a proof and disclaim. The Anipana can say. Exactly. So that's so when you see it now, now person can you can say it.
No, me can't time.
Okay, all right.
And it's unpolitical. Time.
Nti man ka Nana Kwame ye ejuma. Nti the news be kind. Because Ghana we source.
Last tape ya be boy and then below the bed.
No problem. Anything you want to say.
The way I present Wallace case no. I see second edition here. But Wallace is also there. That day now what started the that fake and property what started the program. And then below the bed.
Nana Kwame. You see how yes, so big can be for nipa hona and your da it be a fake, sir.
Va, the American say, me, I know you.
No, you just say you know me. I'm doing my work. Nana Kwame, election.
No.
Nana Kwame, you don't tell us. You don't tell us what to do. You don't tell us what to do. Ousu Bempa. No, Ousu Bempa. He's done so many publications. No,
also say Wallace wife.
Dabi. Or see on so. Nana Kwame. It is here no issue ni say. Obi can be fucking in Japan. You don't want them to talk.
No, say. And and some already already for Kennedy.
For them.
And I now said delegate for Baumia, every winning delegate who don't attend the car. Oh, we don't do that. It is the last day.
Nana Kwame,
and the Pia boy, I do any monthly. That's the Pia, well, I tape now, boy.
Nana Kwame,
okay. It may come any man make us say, yeah, 1 million, a very thing, Bamia supporters. Your brothers and sisters in politics may catch them. Say, you winnie, who come in the Bia, who come in your family. Or say, your baby, no, we're winning, your bells, no, we're losing. You're winning all the radio share propaganda, the Bayamono. Propaganda now, more starting out, move to a
Yeah, the
end is also oh, now me then I'm a
I also wouldn't I also you should threat.
Let me kill them in the
now they're okay, that's all you should threat. Where's all you should threat?
To be now. Bamia supporters need the especially I mean you have my expectation about the cancer propaganda where you be at Ogum. Wouldn't you vote?
Who can say be Obi and Cashin? The Obi can be our free.
There be a free ban who on a free ban I mean too. Because that's a month for the cafe.
Can the videos be buyable? And I remember.
About videos are near the last year, propaganda now. Last year, boy. What's a woolly can the car say?
Dabi Dabi also on by no who's on in I'm no beside is then also can.
I dream.
And me bought tape. And me bought tape. No, Nana Kwame, me bought tape no. And I went to on Akasai, guy in a casa.
But me, all you can't say.
Tell me, ready, you're not true, and I'm a boy. Sanity.
But one can say a dream. One can say dream. So me, mama clarify say
a dream. Or say a dream. That's what is
and about that dream when I over the ball program. So, what the next mommy distract one of pain. I won't know you.
Most support the they are not in power. You see, I said, we begin to acquire mono, and then you're good politicians. Nana Kwame. Then you are not a good politician. Because I know you to be a good politician. For you to be why? Hello.
Good morning, Eva.
How about you?
Yes.
Oh, Nana Kwame Tokoko.
Binyamema.
Why what? I see your book be a funny nipa on to you see, the prophecy banning a bar. Prophecy is as of we are near your body now.
Calm down.
As of we near the bar, they be a boat tipsy baby. And them could be a Nana comes me your propaganda. You see, I may come be crossing your propaganda. Into ja, into you, so dear.
Into ja, one no pine, one no grava, one no bucket.
Jamende. Nana Kwame said, next time, by all my life, when I saw Bonama born.
You ask me more. You va, Mamentia, your patrons, and now your boy for some con. A to for Mr. Abby, engineer Papa, Mitia baby, I will be a Enna, German Boga, Auntie Amas, Auntie Grace, Auntie Quatma, Sister Adua for Duo, Sister Sewa, and answer Charlotte, Ajewa, and answer Charlotte. Me see ya be a punim will be a person of Becaya will be a bejo. Until my gen or him, Nana, Mammy Dickness, that's him, I'll call, and nay, and me by red racing, and I'm say, women, I am, we are men, and I come a boom, bam.
Okay.
Eva.
Yeah.
Dr. Bawumia, the note to my Dr. Bawumia, yes, Sino Hydro. Do free Finlandi and some more Bekai. Sino Hydro. Now, Dr. Bawumia, dear Vice President Bank, and I will Munyam for Ghana, yet the Papa Gaja Memory Betoy. Ghana Vice President Bank, Aka, Atamos. What do you say? Oh, me papa ya no papa ko for vice ya o free me. And then no papa ko for vice engineer ya o free me, we vice president. Eliu Mahama ya makai masem. What they say? Another na Mahama na nkasa. Na Ebisata. After Misata, Dr. Bawumia, send pension. Mabuboy. One day with me. And then Mamia, what can I know to Misa Party or 2 way? A send pension, ya wo my vice president. Why? And na Abua Ghana. Ni dear, a quasro. I hear you, my papa, as Dr. Bawumia. Mama now I president to create new ma. What are your president? Fear 9 far. Why your vice president in fear 9? I in fear me and Sunday far. I vice president. I president in fear 9 far. As I president, I feel the so me back. Ubet me dear Dr. Bawumia at the poor Ghana. A bini Sino Hydro. A bini drones. A bini interoperability. A bini agenda 111. Na ekom no me no kra mo kan. Onza mo amoka no masabo mu hudua. Mr. Mahama now Jina Ghana, start from Ghana to Ukraine and Russia, about 10,000 miles away. From Aha to COVID in China, about 15,000 miles away. And then Jina UN. Say economy na, I say Africa, one can say Ghana. Was say Africa because of Ukraine and Russia war, and then COVID. On some Wamabomu Hudia. And to the economy asema. Starting free say about 2017. Starting na ne koko and the ne COVID ne ba etire no de ekodru ye ene tru amucha ye ene no kura makoka no woyu abeka economy asem adana na monka sino hydro adana na monka drones adana na monka interoperability adana na monka agenda 111 yenwa no bi we kira wo mu ni bebre wo de beka ho enti sa vice president for yama akwa de was running bona sum sa so we de mighty fear do akwa wo bromia akara no nsem no once vice president Abahana bet me the NATO to Dr. Bawumia, including Mamia was who you about 10 years, what can I know to my patrimono, and then Messu, Coquia for Messu, and now what market is what is the Mamia Bienano, and Qualacula who I was so anti, or said them Amelia. Amelia Sudete was what said them wanting. Where would the never to Dr. Bawumia? Mammy, when the Bayer education minister. One man the mass scholarship, you are the teachers and nurses. I will tell teachers allowances. Emma, health minister, switch and nurses allowances. And to me, first time, I will compare Dr. Bawumia. Name the other so to what sinning can not your so go like it's not your goose over my main fancy. Namankasa, I am no baby. The American say. So be propaganda say Dr. Bawumia mana wenya no MPP mu NDC fo any so call MPP fo any wo mapa wo mo honto me e bi see the first time Dr. Dubu ahen ne first attempt onya 31%, Papa Kofo onya 38%, Dr. Bawumia 41.7 into one economy nimpa
radio so no pay huru bia yan ko nim na nto admire no so no pay hot and I would say hello
Valentine do the do
Rico now what today
why did they
yente wa no pay
and no pay day ye nyina ti ha
okay
and ye nyina nim say MPP wa ko ye selection of their presidential candidate which actually na Argentina yena yetse outside cry in the vote they be violence for what violence for what okay violence for what but the benya
turn the call watch wa
stupidity sorry my friends but as papa be enyim mokwa nkoto maba otu abawia kofi or the results never ogo you aware where celebrate capability binom why ko yen so capability binom the nina outside no and the majority the delegates were just around 2,000. There are 31 million Ghanaians we are going to suffer the consequences of bad decisions I won't blame anybody, but I will blame communicators. No one for ideas. One preaching peaceful nature of the elections. A delegate Ekejibisika, the Antoine now. No, onya proved the Antoine now, Obroa. See what was about. Anyway, my young can be brain Friday. Boyada, Namaya Dum, or the whole week I say. It's got craving about also in the move. Into Ochinama Sora, with some baby, when you got to be a man, finding the Mama Paradise, Macapay, cake and a molasses, you have some big value. If I mention, sir, on board buying, no being of an answer before I want to embrace the what's I wondering.
That's very good. All right. I no pay in church ya Nana Jimmy Kankan all the way in DH. Nana mi church ya when you saw who ya papa. If only you.
You Valentine mami chawa no pay. Na mi chia. Ni anu mo have a kasa.
Okay.
Ni o mo be mi chia madam Lanso entown.
Okay.
Ejabo. Ochire nyame pa. Neja ababu. Yebesre empaibo se osefo otanfo bo Adamono Kwaku Brunsabon adwembɔne biara ne ɛfɔbɔne biara wafa wɔ yɛn election so nyako yɛ wudu so yɛ outsider so yɛ ndc so yɛ hwan ɛfɔbɔne biara wabɔ biara yɛde yesu mogya twitwa mu na yɛtwitwa mu wie nso a ɛsan bibi a bɛbɛ biara no ɛnkɔ ɔno ne n'abusuafoɔ so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ghanafoɔ akodie bɛba yɛka kɔ bom so sɛ obi anim yɛwura Bawumia ɔda nɔma 3 wei yɛnkɔ gyina ne abɛbua enti woduru hɔnom a ɔno ne nnipa a yɛatɔn ne paa ɔno nso ne vice president wɔbɛyɛ adwuma since independent vice president biara a kyɛ sɛ wotumi mmɔ ne din a obi a ɔwɔ sukuu kora ɛnyɛ yi ɛna ne yɛtitani bi sabea na ɔyɛ wɔ sukuu sɛ who is the vice president of Ghana as we speak now ɔmonim sɛ Dr. Bawumia is the vice president of Ghana enti yɛbɛsrɛ mo sɛ delegate mo nyina mo nim obi biribi ba didi wogye di wie a ɔntumi nyɛ ɔhwee wokɔ a na de akɔkum nɔma 3 the second issue ɛyɛ Randy Abbey yɛbɛyɛ o CEO wɔ Koko Bɔdi wokɔ koko afuɔ ɛhɔ wɔ afuo mu a na watam wɔ leather chair na de atom na de akɔsi afuo mu wɔ na ate so na ne kufu ado yɛ bi na woka ɛnɛ koko na muntu mato a siti October ne adi muntu ntu ɛkɛyɔ na mmom no kɔhyia nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ ka kyerɛ mo sɛ ɔmo nkɔka ɛnto amantan nyinaa ti mu sɛ koko no mo pɛ sɛ mote so because yɛate so wɔ amanɔne dwa so mo ana ka kyerɛ hɔ ne yɛate so wɔ amanɔne dwa so a ɛnɛ gold yɛ ahe gold na 5,000 plus so why can't you use that one to substitute ana na wotumi nyɛ saa na yɛ gold ka kyerɛ gu hɔ no mo nso about 32 tons gu hɔ no mo no adeɛ kye ne ɛsɔre yi a akɔka 18.8 yi ne wɔn yɛ yɛhu baabi afa na yɛka kyerɛ mo ghanafoɔ mu antie ne yɛyɛ mpipifo yɛnim sɛ yɛtɔn ne bɛyɛ yɛ ada na nke yɛntɔn mo akɔtɔn adeɛ no wɔ somewhere December mu wɔ mu na moammɔ biara amanneɛ obia nim ho hwee yɛbisa gɔvna no a ɔtoto paapaa so de ne sɛ titi ne tiri ho na saa na ɛbɛba because sɛ wokɔfa state for members wɔnyɛ due diligence a ne ɛbɛba no ɛnɛ adeɛ kyee ne yɛsɔre yɛ bɛyɛ yɛ a whole council of state member ɛyɛ amrɔba a yɛakye no amrɔba o council of state member yɛ amrɔba o kutefuo kɔ robbery na sɛ nnipa wei advice bɛyɛ na ɔde bɛma dɔmahama na ɔfrɛ no ho odwanfu no advice
ɛbotrɛ ankadwo yɛntie o na ho yɛ
me patcho me ho yɛ paa me da se paa so ama me saa kwan
okay yɛntie o
your friend sɛ medru wafidie kache so deɛ mɛkya ɔhenkɛsɛ na asɛ dr obaya dache ma mate sɛ ɔkɔ Ghana nana kwame a wonya abotrɛ kakra
nana no me akopa
dabi o balance nneɛma sometimes wo yɛ bitia ɔ nso wo yɛ bitia no nti wɔ sɛ obi anya kuma na ɔde hwɛ nea woyɛ wote asɛ otuma a woyɛ no deɛ ditwam wote asɛ yɛnya yɛ appreciate nti nana sɛ na mse respect wo no okoko no nkɔfo kakra ɛna ɔbrempɔn ɛna maame dickness ɛna me krom sɛkyerɛ bepɔ sofoɔ nyinaa mekyia mo nyinaa Fred nso menyi wo mfiri mu mekyia wo paa Valentine mepɛ sɛ meyɛ case study bi ɛyi countries bi Canada Argentina ɛna Italy sɛ wonim deɛ akɔ so wɔ Canada yi makane sɛ ɔna na yɛ governor wɔ ɛyi ha United Kingdom ha Bank of England
yeah
no ɔnyɛ politician yo parliament koraa no na ɔnkɔ parliament but ɛyi Canada fɔɔfɔɔ so no asɛ ɔna ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo prime minister no ɔmɛtoto nneɛma ma ɔmo ɛna akɔ Argentina first part sɛ na ɔmo inflational level
kɔsoro paa
papa no ɔmkɔfa no baeɛ no na ɔnyɛ politician na ɔyɛ academia wote aseɛ ɛna ɔbaeɛ no ɔse no nneɛma a yɛde ma ɛyɛ friend sɛ no politicians ne adeade nyinaa de bitwitwam ɛna sɛ wayɛ ama inflation no adrɔpo wote aseɛ ɛna Italy Yakofa, a central European banker, on a name of governor, of president. And he didn't buy him, you and I finished Kakramere research. And he didn't see so as prime minister. Satan Balistoni as a one. No, the corruption case. The corruption case. About to near maybe on a parliamentarian, but all man of force money a prime minister. Because I'm a person with building said, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or a technocrat, or a banker, and or economist, and also I've been politics, you know. I do more a now, this is forced run. What you say? And this forced run, God only the power of promoting Nana Akufo-Addo legacy. Yeah, Papa. What you say? And to me, a friend said, delegates, no, to move Temia. And the power, you walk a resemu one mupa, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. You'll be a Becabiano, Sabi Mumu and Nimuso. 2028, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and our all. Why? To wait, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia to the man pass.
Bass, okay, Yati.
Why?
Yeah, that's
it. I mean, sure, Yabakasa.
Joe Sudiano, Nintino, and Jabako Nini or Na Emfacola, which Nasacha. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, but 1 year.
Me bra, and I dear me demo.
You, Auntie Maggie.
I say.
Oh, yeah. Champion Auntie Maggie.
And not Miss May try style beer, so and then almost a man show. Now, family, so making us so sad.
Oh, and Waba. I'm on fire hot.
But you want to say?
You hear Pamusway.
And the radial say, you, and the radial hold them out the beer. And no pay dear, my tribe, the person made me vote to money, Dr. Baumia.
Okay.
The Munsu Bacope, Michia or Baya, any nature domina, and Opia or Ghana Hodo, our back radio you so. We take Yami Edim Echia won. And our face so, a friend of so. A photo will call MPP for Nina, more beer, your friend is saying, young coupon or no singing. So, intino. Near baby biano, Yankopon and I. Na yet Yenimania or Ba, Yakuma beto yem. Message ma Dr. Baumia, gone better since I had to add by Madame Hoda into no. From Monday, Konoma men sorry work. Okay. I and to Michia Joe, so about to say, and Michiano Pa. On a day or can no coffee or no.
On Pinnacle.
Oh, okay. Joe, because the ties here, but to a bar, I don't see active program. Let me saw you know because the voice,
okay, and
the Chiano P. That's the son of pay, Miss Miniam, my wife. That's a darling, bye.
Nini, let's hear you.
Hey, Val, how are you, my man?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, good. Kwame NDC, where are you? Come on board.
I think he's traveled though.
Oh, okay. Well done. What a patriotic Ghanaian. When it's good, you say. When it's bad, you say. That is the people we need in our society. Valentine, I ask God to let our actions and inactions and love inspire and comfort others. What does it mean? It means we don't want to be greedy. We don't want to be corrupt. We don't want to be selfish. We don't want to be liars. That is what it means. So, I think before we came on, when we came, I think February, somewhere February, I made mention last year, February, I made mention of some of the things that the district assemblies are going to do. You know, it depends, development of our areas, you know, depends on the DCEs and MMDCs. So I'm letting all the listeners and silent listeners, any district that you come from, see the development that have been there since we enter into administration. Because we are assessing, because we are transparent, accountability, scale of preference, and division of labor government. You see, because of that, We want every district to be developed. So if in your district you haven't seen any development, come on air. Come on air and say it. I'm from so and so district. My district has not been developed. These things have not been there. I'll mention it on Monday. Those items that has to be done within a period. I'll mention it on Monday. I don't have the list with me today. Valentine. And
before
what?
Go, yesterday, the report that it did arrive was the gold reserve. It has reduced to 18 point something tons, whilst we have about almost 32, 33 tons. Now, the governor also brought his findings and was trying to rebut what people are accusing him of. In your candid opinion, where do you think this extra or the 18% equivalent, or maybe 17, 16% equivalent, where has it gone to? Because the explanation, people are not getting it clear. They said,
Valentine, is it from a reliable source or is that a social media,
Oh, this is from a reliable source. The governor has spoken about it, but people are saying that there's an intricacies which it's not adding up to what he's saying, because there was gold reserve that was left behind. They also added a little. Now it has been reduced to 18%. So people want to know where that gold, the extra gold is. That's what people are saying. I don't know whether you have heard of it.
Yeah, I heard of it yesterday,
okay.
but let's keep our fingers crossed, because the truth will always come out. Because like I said to you, we are running a transparent government. We're not going to hide anything from Ghanaians, because Ghanaians voted NDC to power to see a better government. Okay. And we are producing a better government. And that is the reason why, Valentine, the journalists, they say, oh, MPP, NDC, we've bought the journalists. No, we've not bought any journalists. They've seen the good job that we're doing. That's the reason why they don't come out to say it. They don't talk, because they have seen it. And Valentine, let me continue with the, you see the World Cup that is going to be played in America, yeah?
Yeah.
I believe there are some people in United Kingdom who would like to go and watch the game. So I'm trying to get with the public relation officer to see if we can arrange for those who want to go, the particular match that you want to go and watch.
Oh, okay.
You can pay and get your ticket, accommodation. We're not going to, but with your ticket, the how do you call it? The embassy should be able to get a ticket for those who want to travel, because we did that in the Netherlands, where the embassy helped us. I went to Dortmund and brought a ticket to Amsterdam. So I think something of that sort have to be done. Those who want to go, prepare your mind. Then when the ticket arrangement comes, you can be part of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And last but one, the Ghana prophets. You see, the prophets have become political prophets. They become political prophets.
Bunny, like what you are saying, the politicians who also have trust with these pastors are there. Even the president has pastors who preach for him, so they also believe that is the way to go. So why do you have to blame them?
So if somebody say about me is going to win, the same God, he said Kennedy is going to win. So is it a proper God that I Nini said? No. But then it's their own God.
Okay.
That is deceiving them. Look, in the Old Testament, there is a guy. He had been saying things to the Israelites. He said, God said, I should come and tell you this. God said, look, I will kill you. He gave him 1 year. Before 1 year, the guy, he killed him. So if you know you are serving a living God like I serve that living God, be careful. All right. Because he's going to kill you.
We hear you.
That's the way it is.
Thank you. Nini and Sudiano. Francis.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, boss. Good morning.
Morning. Let's say.
Adom na say. Your friend saying, Nini communication is so refreshing. Honestly, what to compare number? And but said, in your 8 years of MPP, so now communication, once I can be crying, no Nima or man and Sasso, no cry. He agrees with you rather than say, na MPP communicators say senya kra omufo say party do party nimbe go asenti ni gu omu fin. It's so refreshing. I mean, it gives me hope. Okay. So there's a future for Ghana. Okay. Now make a future. No, I Kwame Pekam Ebekane. Says I Canada, Japan, and NDC acquire one. All because of a candidate in Eba. Okay, me say their political career will be over if Bawumia ama. I'm telling you. And Bawumia so there. Oba wene MPP race, but national elections, he beguna nema sepoto. Because our trolling contumpo there. Never again. See a betnaho, amwanya, quenya, abiju janenuma kansem kesie, and muyen. Said, look, the me came, I mean, making sure, say, make this so, and I mean, making effort. No. This your technocrat or your den. To the ben number, because Swami, I had that. Obey or everything, but 8 years, no, fast war.
In terms of your proactive vice president, see, will be because you'll be by Antenica.
I fact me, I position or one. Okay, sir, Obi Baba, now, or your proactive or your den back. Results no ye enkoye but obi so wo ha won tenenka but mensa no adwuma no ye hu wo ye lives mu eye economy eye exchange rate ono mpo de on finds enwa nanum say or ye expert o she's just a professor. Come on. Come on, see. You omra no make you jananum and kohanko kawe, no akoka way, or nam no shisha boss, and then obey about the Christopher Sovako Israel. Free, and or the economy no essay no. Wait to be an economist, Papa. No, never again.
I see a gold reserve, no, then I'll come. You and
also
gold reserve, no, won't you?
When you say Wadaroma. Okay, Mako Ghana web, me here. But you can no cry, we've got to look into it. Yeah, BB when this won't be a more matchy. Young bone matchy no munina, and get better for us. What's the question I'll be saying? Let's judge by them by their
no, but the point is that we have 32 tons of gold. You have 37 tons of gold now. And I see Abeka 18. So where is the rest of the gold? And only Ibisa. And I want to the governor Krakasa Bank of Governor no
which is bad. If that's the case, reserve the year to show up our currency. But your friend said, oh, a cry, you two gold, woman, anchor, or say a national policy. Say, gold be a free room, you hear percentage to show up our reserves. But a brony bay, Obia party behind Yang for the next generation, almost 4 years near the other. Until but Manu Cosini said. And then Kwame Thamesmith, no abandon near Bree boom. What can I mean? Oh, Debbie, what you know? What said? Oyster said when you will be 8 years, Ubetima Babacano was a wonka. And the MPP, other ones in the Babiano more. Omo war candidate now they are about young Cambo, young say. I feel when you are break. Money cry was soon to be money to become so born quite there. Can you imagine? Huh? Can you imagine? So a bone pioneers or yet be animal about to me, McCann, a shame found.
One a bone quine.
Huh?
One or bone quine.
Yeah, Mamma not twat no say no born and quite oh my god already is so. Can you imagine?
Oh mamma wouldn't John or body, mamma now can win him.
I mean, but so they mention it. Honestly, we letting ourselves down. You had an opportunity. So it will be a record 8 years. When Timama can was,
but
I feel the last minute when you bring say Monfane money, but good and no
say your contribution amount where no still a man to can yes, I did your behalf.
Really, Yamiano, because you went down a kuma so
and they be your Bobby, then I will come home. Then I'll come from.
And yes, a direct debit.
And the direct debit. Because you're tramping in your papa. Why?
But
Francis.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Why? The nature of the job. Sometimes all happen to be said. Sometimes what you arrive at, you say it. We are not against anybody. It is a political dispensary. People are going to vote. Me sitting here, I'm not going to vote. We are all doing it for the sake of the way I grown bed. But Kwame Peckham, ne Kwame Tim Smith. Sometimes it be na one beka and I say na eja bibi kakra bape na you make a minute out of it. Nti Kwame Tim Smith, don't take these issues serious. Just disregard everything. It is normal. Sometimes this thing happens. We have a Uzu Bempa who always predict for Kennedy Japan. Sometimes I play it, and then he will say so many things. So when things like this happen, just give us that decorum. Say, oh, this is the way to go. But don't say, Bibia Bama min kind, and I shouldn't read this because somebody have not read it. Everything that has a source on the nose filters, it means that it's an authentic news. That is why I discharge those duties. I'm not doing it without any malice. I'm not do that. Yes, I go be a so Kwame Tim Smith say, you get offended, please just take it cool, take it easy. This is the way things are being done. Sometimes it get twisted. You have it on a silver platter. Sometimes it is difficult to understand. I agree with you. Inti wode men fanya serious. Sanete enche be mai muso na yako enim enche na me sorry. Yemfa London beat enso mfanyu membra na yembonito anope. Hold the guitar and I would say
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Crocromio, no, you crocromie.